Hello and welcome everybody, my name is Sergey Kisimov and welcome to the Geek Tech Show. In today's video we are going to be checking out the Leatherman Signal. This is a cool, very small and awesome multi-tool that you can use for a wide variety of different needs. This kind of multi-tool is going to be great for your camping needs and everything else. In this video I'm going to be comparing it to a few different other multi-tools that I also have in my collection. You can also get this in the link right down below for the cheapest possible price directly from Amazon and support my channel. I'm going to go ahead and try to light a fire with this tool and see if I'm successful with this. Let's get started right now and learn more about the Signal Coyote version of the multi-tool. So this is the Coyote single multi-tool. It is very easy for you to open and use. In fact, it opens a little bit too easy. Because of that, there is this button right here, and if you move it down, it totally locks the tool in place. Move it up, it easily opens up. So this is something I like and dislike at the same exact time here. Now the tool itself is easy for you to use one hand, and you can actually use the pliers over here. When it's actually in the locked position, right here, you can get things right on the different sides over here. So on one side, we have this, which is actually a chainsaw. Very sharp, by the way. And on the second side, there is a knife. When you move it all the way in, it snaps into place. You just have to press this button right here and put it right back in. It also has on one of the sides a special tool in case you need to light a fire, and we'll be testing them out as well. So the fire tools are different. We have right here the actual tool that you use, you take it out, and over here we're going to be scratching it in order to try to light the fire. This is why it's called the Leatherman Signal. There is a few other very small multi-tools on this side here as well, and you can take them out easily. So we have the can opener, we have this in case you need to, and you can actually take this out and you can switch them around. So they have two different kinds right here for you to use. Snaps right back into place. There's actually one more multi-tool over here. You have to press on this button right there. And the great thing about Leatherman, every one of those small tools easily is accessible and gets out. I like the finish and the coating. Unfortunately, a little bit of this stuff does go on your hand here, so be careful with that. Just wash it. It's not a big deal, and it's not as bad as some other multi-tools. So just a little bit. I think after a while, it's actually gonna just fade away. You're not gonna have this issue anymore. Also, it has a belt clip right here. So right now, what I'm gonna be doing, comparing this one to the rest of the multi-tools, and of course, showing you how to light a fire. We got the Signal right here, and we have a bunch of more other Leathermans in my collection. So let's examine and see the difference in them. Now, one thing I don't like about this, right off the bat, no case to it. Some of them come with case, this one does not. So here is my collection. Number one we are going to be comparing it to is this Leatherman Titanium, one of my favorite tools out there. Next one is this, and this one is a Leatherman, but this one is a unique looking one. Look at this. This is the Leatherman Charge, made out of camel inside. Awesome, right? So that's a special edition of the Charge with a camel painted to it. In fact, it looks almost identical to the Leatherman Titanium, but I like the camel finish to it, and I like the extra tools. They all have different cases as well, so I like to collect different cases. I get them from different areas, so they don't necessarily are the same identical cases that come with those different knife sets. And here is just a regular, this is a Swiss Army knife. I just wanted to show you in terms of comparison of actually different sizes, how it compares to each other. So this one is supposed to come with 19 tools, and it says over here every single tool what each one is and what it goes into. That's not how I make my reviews. I'm not going to show you what those tools are all about. I want you to look at the different sizes and try to compare. So this one, for example, it's really a one-hand operation knife right here, and you can actually go and switch it open with one hand. It is designed for army use, really, and you can put the safety off right there and close it up. So one hand operation, you'll be grabbing it like this, and you can just go about and flip it open. And this one is the special edition version of my life on the road. How do I know? Right here, your life on the road, right there. It actually says that engraved right there. This one is an awesome tool, but look at the size. So we're looking at different sizes here. This one is almost identical one. So the only difference between those two, between the charge and the titanium itself, is really the camo finish. It has almost the same tools. I think it is the same tools. It is the same tools. So the only difference between the two is how you actually like it. Do you want it to be shiny, which is the titanium version? Really easy to use. It opens up. Everything is so smooth. It feels like real steel here as well. Easy one-hand operation. You can open them up and close them, both sides, and you can just flip them around. Easy to use, and I love it. It is kind of heavy. On the other hand, the charge itself, it is black. Now this is, what kind of black is it? Am I getting it on my hand when I touch it? Yes, it is that kind of a black. That's one thing I don't like about this. And every time you touch it, you get a little bit of this black thing to it, as you can see right here. Other than that, it is what it is. It is coated in some kind of a black thing, and eventually I think it's going to get a little bit different than the black version. That's what I don't like about the blacks. It keeps on getting this stuff on your hand. So if you're somebody who doesn't like getting dirty on your hand, that's definitely not for you. But for comparison purposes, you can see the different sizes here as well. And we're going to be using the titanium as an example. I like the feel and the looks of the titanium itself. Look at the size of the titanium. Now we're going to be comparing it to our favorite tool here, which just came in, which is the Leatherman Signal. So this one is opening up really easy. You can easily replace it right here in case it ever breaks, which is actually kind of awesome idea. So it's much cheaper than replacing this whole thing if it does break. It's much less weight than the titanium. This is really built like a tank. This is not. So it's much more lightweight here. But if you are using this and you don't need something that's super heavy, this is the tool for you. It doesn't close and opens as easily as the titanium itself or the charge. Maybe because I just got this. Another thing is I like this. So you can clip it on your belt. There's no way you can clip this on your belt. You have to put this in your pocket or find some other way of clipping this. And it does close. So no other way to clip this. There is nothing in here that lets you clip it maybe to this knife or this one. So it's not made for that. This is made for your pocket. This, you can clip it on your belt. So that is cool. Some plastic pieces here. There's a fire starter on here. There's a whistle over there. The problem with this whistle, it's not that easy to get out. So if you really need to whistle, you have to figure out a way to get this out. And it doesn't come out easy. Let me try this. Press it down. See if it comes out. There we go. And there it is. It came out. So that's the whistle. In case of an emergency, you just use this miniature whistle right here. And it's not that big. You can just put it right back in. In case of an emergency, you get this thing right here and you try to make your own fire. And that's what I'm actually going to be doing. I'm going to go outside and try to make my own fire with this stupid thing. And see if I can set something on fire. That's going to be interesting. Other than that, it starts to open a little bit better. Here it is. Let's compare it in size. Here's that one. Here is this one. So about the same size, except it has this, which is very useful, the clip. I like the way this feels in my hand. Very balanced. The other hand, let's see, let's try this one. It feels good too. It's just a little less balanced, but it's more lightweight. It's very similar to the skeletal tool that I have as well, which is much smaller. Now, let's get the knives out. So the knives right here, two of them are over here. One of them is this sharpener. And they're harder to get out. That's one actually sticking a little bit in here. So here is a little bit of a sharpener right there. You have to be careful. It is sharp, and it doesn't have as many protection for the blade like the previous version actually did, which actually closes it all the way. So if you're getting a bunch of dirt in here, it's very easy for that to actually happen. Here it is. The blade itself, that's one of the most important things. I like it segregated right here. It's pretty sharp if you really touch it. It's not that sharp that it's going to cut you if you do like accidentally like a little bit touch it in here, but if you are putting some pressure, yeah, definitely this thing is going to cut you up, so be careful. There's nothing else here. You're really paying for two different tools over here, which is this knife right here and this tool right here. These are really the only tools you're getting. Then when you open it up, you get this tool right there. So it says it has 19 different tools, but most of them are minor, very small tools that you're not really going to be using them this much. There is nothing in here except a little, right here is zero tools. Here is a little of the miniature tools in here that are very hard to get out. Like really hard to get out of here. So here is one of them, like mini knife and some other tools. Hello and welcome everyone. In this video we're gonna go and use this tool, which is the Leatherman Signal, and try to set it on fire. This glass right here. So what we need to do is to push this thing in and it comes out right here. This is the thing we want because that's the fire starter. We got the fire starter out of though. Now we're getting the blade out. So the signal, the whole point of the whole single is let's, and if you're getting stuck in the middle of nowhere, you want to set this place on fire, you gotta do this. So that's how you do it. You're stuck in the middle of the woods and trying to set this place on fire. So the knife itself doesn't seem to be working this well. Here's another emergency whistle and this tool right here. First off, you gotta close this one. Here's the switch right here, safety. Let's get this tool out. Again, they're not that easy to get out. So we have those tools. And yeah, in an emergency situation, I guarantee you'll be sitting here for a very long time trying to spark anything out of it. If it even sparks. Oh, with the knife it works better. See? Have some sparks coming out. Nothing is setting on fire. Hold on. Trying to set this thing on fire.
Наверное, не так. Nah.
Not working.
Not gonna work.
It's getting the spark, but it's not. Nothing is setting on fire. You can see the spark, but you can't see any fire coming out. We have to do it fast. Doesn't do anything.
А кто тебе сказал, что это будет фаер?
Иди сделай покушать, ну. Keep on trying. And so far we have not been successful. See, some smoke is coming out. So yeah, this thing does work. There's sparks coming out, but the glass is refusing to go on fire. I can imagine if this is like something you have to do. So if you're stuck in the woods and you're really attempting to set this on fire using this tool, I really do suggest you get some real pair of matches, because you'll be doing this for a very long time, and when it comes for you getting some important protein for your diet or something that's very important, and sitting for a whole hour hoping you'll get some flame going is not my idea of a good time. Let's continue trying to set this thing on fire. Maybe you have to do it quicker. When there is spark, there is fire. Just stop doing it. So this one is not working out well. Try this tool. See, this tool is not doing nothing whatsoever. Not even doing nothing at all. So this tool itself was not working, and nothing was set on fire with that one. This one is probably not even for it at all, but let's attempt it just to see what happens. A little bit of spark. I don't think it's actually doing anything. Maybe it's even damaging the blade. So no. Try it again. Actually, it's losing its effectiveness. As you can see, before that it was sparking a lot. Now it seems like it's not even doing it anymore. So I would rate this tool as a failure because it's not sparking. And it stopped doing it. If you really need to set this thing, and the signal is supposed to help you if you get stuck in exactly this type of situation, and it stopped even sparking now, which is pretty sad because that's what I got this tool for, and it's not working for what it is. So if you guys know how to go and try to set this thing on fire using dry glass, and you had any success with it, let me know. Thankfully this thing is not sharp enough that will cut you if you accidentally do put this on yourself. That's the good thing about it. That's actually the only good thing about this tool. So overall, this is a good tool if you need this knife, you need something lightweight and you want to put this on your belt. This tool itself, the fire starter is not really working well, and the whistle, let's try it. That's not a whistle. That wasn't the whistle, sorry. Whistle works pretty good. Whistle is excellent. If I got the fire tool to work, I would rate this different. Let's try on it. Come on. Come on, I need some food, you know, to set my dinner on fire. Go, come on. From there today. Nothing. Just stopped doing anything.